Our top story this morning, new overnight, a deadly shooting after a concealed carry license holder opens fire on someone opening fire on him.
These folks out here hate. Yeah, I heard it through the pipeline. Rumors about how they gon' rob me in the nighttime. For real, they just waiting for the right time. But guess what? You never catch me without mine. Without mine. 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 You never catch me without mine.
Yo, what's good, man? This your boy Smoke Tails. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you got it on you, cause I got it on me. You know how we getting down on this end. Trio faces charges in armed robbery shootout outside Wynwood Club. 3 men are facing charges in connection with the armed robbery and the shootout outside of Wynwood Club over the weekend. Quinton Price, Charles and Julian Maurice Reid, both 21, and 20-year-old Johmarrie Taylor were arrested on attempted murder and armed robbery charges. The incident happened just before 2 a.m. outside the Wynwood Brick House at 178 Northwest 28th Street. According to reports, a man was leaving the club, and as he approached his car, he was confronted by the 3 armed suspects. You know what it is, one suspect said as he pointed their weapons at him, and he demanded his money and jewelry, the report said. The man handed over his chain, then grabbed the gun from one of the suspects and exchanged gunfire with the other 2. A second victim witnessed the robbery and yelled at the suspects, and one of the ski mask suspects, who was armed with an assault rifle, started shooting at him. The suspects tried to flee the scene, but the second victim used his vehicle to block the exit, so they started ramming his vehicle, then tried to run from the scene. Police responded with a perimeter was set up, and the 3 suspects were taken into custody. Officers recovered at least 1 firearm, a mask, and the robbery victim's jewelry, the report said. The 3 suspects were booked into jail, where they are being held without bond. No injuries was reported. This is a perfect example of you will never catch me without mine.
And developing now, a heavy police presence in Miami's Wynwood neighborhood after police say an armed robbery and shots were fired.
Local 10's Trent Kelly joining us live from the scene with more on this situation. Trent.
Yeah, that's right. We know all of this happened right here in the middle of Miami's very popular Wynwood neighborhood overnight. And as you mentioned, it did start with that armed robbery, which eventually led to a shooting. Right behind me, you can see police still here on scene, still blocking off some of the streets out here. While no one was hurt by this gunfire, police are still trying to figure out who exactly was behind all of this. A hail of gunfire erupting in the middle of Miami's Wynwood neighborhood after an armed robbery led to a shooting that shut down several blocks in the popular entertainment district for hours overnight. Police radios capturing the calls for help.
The white BMW stuck in the parking lot. He's shooting. The active shooting hours. Yes, all. Subject in a white BMW actively shooting.
It all started just before 2 a.m. when Miami police responded to reports of shots fired near the corner of Northwest 29th Street and 1st Avenue. Once there, officers found 2 people who had just been robbed at gunpoint. Neither the victims nor any bystanders were hit by the ensuing gunfire. For the next several hours, we watched as police detained several people on scene, even appearing to do a show-up at one point, walking each suspect out one by one before eventually putting them back into squad cars. At least a half dozen people were later released, with one telling us off camera that the shooting started in a parking lot across from the Brick House nightclub on Northwest 28th Street. And that nightclub in particular is just around the corner here. Again, one of the streets that police are still blocking, even at this late hour. As it stands right now, Northwest 27th Streets and 28th Streets remain blocked in between Northwest 1st and 2nd Avenues, a much smaller scene than what we had earlier this morning, but again, no word yet as to when police will end up clearing. We did check with Miami police a bit earlier this morning to see if there have been any updates in this case, but so far they are not announcing any arrests. We'll keep you posted as soon as we learn more.
Men are facing charges in connection to an armed robbery outside of a Wynwood nightclub. 21-year-old Julian Reid, Quinton Charles, and also 20-year-old Johmarrie Taylor appeared in bond court yesterday, accused of attempted murder and robbery. Police say that a man leaving the Brick House nightclub on Sunday was confronted by the 3 suspects who were all armed with guns at the time. The men are accused of taking the victim's money and jewelry. Police say that the victim actually grabbed one of the suspects' gun and then began shooting at the men, who then fired back. The suspects then tried to run away from the scene, but they were later caught by police with those stolen items. The men are currently being held in jail without bond.
Yeah, man, so you see how they getting down out there in Miami, my city, born and raised. Wynwood is a nice area, so they bringing the dumb shit out there to a nice area. Wynwood got the art scene, art district. You usually can go out there, chill, take your lady on a nice date and enjoy yourself. But here go these dumb motherfuckers bringing that dumb shit from the hood to the good spot. Stay your broke ass in the hood, bro. Leave the people alone who trying to chill and vibe. See, this is why you should always carry. Even though he was outnumbered, he took the gun from one of their ass and started shooting. They started shooting back. Nobody hit each other. This is why you should train with your firearm. Be efficient with your weapon, right? Because if I would have had to pull mine, somebody's ass was getting lit up. Man, this your boy Smoke Tails, man. Until next time, you never catch me without mine.
Without mine, you never catch me without mine. Without mine, you never catch me without mine. Without mine, you never catch me without mine. Without mine, you never catch me without mine.